What if I would have never gotten in the car? What if I would have told them no? I grew up in West Bloomfield, Bloomfield Hills. Typically, people don't think that it can happen in, a affluent area, but it does not discriminate.
So I'm asking questions, but I'm also looking at this monitor, so.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. I started experimenting with opiates in college. I fell completely in love with it. My life went from being a 4.0 student to losing everything. I dropped out of college. I was in and out of treatment all the time, and I could not stay sober at all.
Really, it was constant worry. A lot of times we didn't know where she was, if she was safe, if she was hurt, if she was sick.
Will she be raped, hurt, prostituted? What's going to happen to her?
My dad encouraged me to go to a detox in Ann Arbor. After a day of being there was another girl there, and her and I decided to leave together with her drug dealer. They got into an argument, and he just left us on the street. We were walking up and down Michigan Avenue trying to figure out what to do. And this van pulled over and asked if we needed a ride somewhere. It was really cold, so we got in the car. I was very naive. They said, "Do you guys want a job? All you have to do is just give people massages." Just oh wow, these guys are so nice. They just fed us drugs and liquor, and I literally barely remember past a certain point of that night. I was so intoxicated. I don't remember them taking pictures of us or anything, but I guess they had, because they placed ads on Backpage. The next thing I knew, they had guys coming to the motel, and they were telling us that we had to sleep with them and we weren't allowed to leave. We called the police and told them what was happening, and they went to the room, they arrested the guys. She dropped me off at treatment. I think it was a couple days before I was supposed to leave, and I called her, and she said she was very upset. She said that she just talked to one of the detectives, and they said that I was being charged with prostitution, and they told her that she needed to just wake up and realize that I was just a junkie prostitute.
She helped them, arrest and prosecute this large drug ring that they have been trying to get for a couple years. 2 years later, they charge her with prostitution.
And I remember feeling so angry, and it was legitimate trafficking, and I was made out to, be a criminal. I remember one time I applied for a job, and they specifically said to me, we looked up your record. They didn't care about any of, any drug charge I had or any charges, but they cannot have someone working at the front desk of a hotel with a prostitution charge. I was reading the news on my phone, like on the Channel 4 app, and it was something about the Joseph Project. And I saw that it was like legal services for victims of human trafficking. So I submitted my information. Nate called me. He was like, I found somebody. She's gonna take your case. Like, we're gonna, get through this. And I just it was like too good to be true. Like, I just could not believe that it was really happening.
I was immediately gripped by her. She shared her story briefly. There were a few tears, but very shortly, the determination kicked in. She wanted her life back, and it was proven. She had started her recovery a few years ago from the addiction, and she was going to press forward. She just needed the assistance of people to help her to stop suffering the consequences.
For Hannah, she had an experience where the law was leveraged against her for years. And at the Joseph Project, we're trying to take a different approach. Our mission is to leverage the law to empower the enslaved. We're going to take the law and we're going to use it as a tool to wipe away that degrading negative label that has been following you around for years. And we're going to do that by means of a legal mechanism called an expungement or a set-aside. And in so doing, we're going to transition you toward the best future that's still out in front of you.
And the judge was so kind, and it was literally no hesitation. She said that she was taking it off of my record and expunging it, and she said that she was so proud of me, and it's incredible to see, somebody who comes from that, coming out the other side and doing so well. I think for a long time, especially with that, on my record, I just, thought that I didn't deserve a good life, and I, got that off my record, and my confidence level I was just very happy, and it just feels unbelievable to be free. My life is completely different today.